and thank you for joining us on ABC 24 Weather Impact Now, the local show that is all about weather right here at 6:30 every night of the week, Monday to Friday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Burchett. I'm joined by meteorologist Kit Thomas and meteorologist Daniel McDonald to give you the most in-depth look at the forecast for the Mid-South and a couple of cool things we've seen in other parts of the country as well. Here at home, though, we have quite a bit to talk about. Even though the weather is pretty quiet, we've got to talk about the reasons why the weather is so quiet, and it's really because we've got a pretty stale weather pattern further up in the atmosphere. Meteorologist Kit Thomas talks about that here in a bit. But the thing you need to know is that we are warming up after a very cold start to the week. Temperatures, they are just going to keep going up from here. Sunshine also continues, and rain chances basically zero, aside from one little 10% chance that I don't think we really have to worry about all that much. Sure was a nice day today. This is what a typical March 18th looks like. We were very close to our average high of 65. Low temperatures were pretty normal this morning. We are starting to see a couple of clouds roll in, but no rain with any of that. 64 the current report in Memphis. And you'll notice winds have been out of the south today. That's been a big help to get things turning the tides a little bit from that record cold that we saw earlier this week into the very warm weather that we're going to be seeing through the weekend. It all has to do with that wind direction at the surface. When we've got the winds out of the south like they are right now, they've also been a little gusty today. We get that warm breeze that comes in and it helps those temperatures to climb. Of course, radar has been completely clear today. We've not had any rain to worry about. And I don't think we're going to have to worry about that much anytime soon. Here's a look at the wider view of the country. And really, a lot of us are stuck in a pretty quiet weather pattern here. You can kind of almost see the flow of the jet stream aloft. It's well north of us. And think about the jet stream kind of as the train tracks that the storms need to follow along. Without the jet stream close by, typically we'll stay in a pretty quiet and mundane weather pattern, even though we do have some clouds rolling in. Something else to think about, though, when the jet stream gets that high is that it also brings in some much warmer weather. And that's a perfect time to check in with meteorologist Kit Thomas, who's going to go a little bit more in depth about what's going on up in the upper levels of the atmosphere and how it pertains to the record heat we're about to see down here at the surface. Yeah, we're looking at that jet stream bringing in a lot of warmer temperatures around the area. And of course, that's sort of a big change from what we started off this week with. We started off with Tuesday, a record low of 25 degrees. So it was a cold start. We're going to flip that around, though, as we get into the weekend. So we're looking at 83 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday, beating both 82 records there from as for Saturday and Sunday. So with this heat coming in, it is going to feel much warmer than normal. As we look at the departure from average here, we're anywhere 10 to 15 to almost 20 degrees above normal. Good news is we actually have a cold front early next week that'll sort of reset us, but in the long range, it looks like those temperatures continue to go back up. As we look at the long range outlook, of course, like Trevor was saying, that jet stream is moving really far to the north, and so that's allowing the warm air from the south to slide across the southwest here of the U.S. That's leading to this big ridge of high pressure and very, very warm temperatures, even into the mid-south and the deep south and the southeast. We've got that chance of those temperatures being well above average. And it looks like that pattern of the jet stream going right across the northern U.S. and maybe dipping down into the mid-Atlantic states keeps a little bit of the northeast a little bit warmer. But this pattern doesn't break down for at least a couple of weeks, Trevor, as we stay warmer than average on the whole. Again, we might dip just a little bit below average here and there with a passing front right there near where the jet stream's rolling through. But overall, it looks like our temperatures through the rest of March stay pretty warm. And Kit, we will take that jet stream being high because what it means is if the jet stream's not near us, we don't have severe weather to worry about. So as long as that jet stream stays away, we're not going to get any of those big time storms like what we typically do in the spring. Eventually it'll swing back down and we'll get some active weather. But for now, let's just relax and enjoy what we've got. Of course, like I said, when the jet stream is that far north, it gets us warmer. It also keeps us pretty dry. Rain totals for the next 7 days, very dry, not only here, but across much of the central and southeastern portion of the United States. There could be a couple of sprinkles in West Tennessee with that next front that comes in, but it's a pretty weak front. I'm not very impressed by it, and I don't think it's going to have a lot of moisture to pick up. So overall, we're going to be pretty dry here for the next 7 days, and this pattern looks like it could hold even into much of next week. Overnight tonight, your overnight lows, they will stay pretty close to average for this time of year. We'll have a couple of clouds passing through, but no rain chance tonight. 47 in Memphis, 44 in Holly Springs. We'll get to 45 in Oxford and Dyersburg, 41 in Corinth. That's the cool spot, so nobody's in danger of any more freezes or frost, at least for right now. Temperatures are going to hang out in the 40s. Still a little cool to start off tomorrow morning. We'll wake up again in the 40s, but with the sunshine and the warmer breeze that we're seeing, we'll quickly make it into the 70s. Some spots maybe even flirting with 80 tomorrow. So this is going to be another noticeably warmer day for your Thursday. Rain chances 0 through the day tomorrow. So some very nice weather overall. 76 tomorrow in Blytheville. Look at the delta though. 78 in Marianna and Helena, West Helena. Mid to upper 70s throughout eastern Arkansas. We'll get close to 80 again in the Delta regions. That would be Tunica, Clarksdale, close to about 78. 76 in Hernando and Senatobia. 77 Batesville. 74 in Corinth. Plenty of sunshine through the day tomorrow. We'll get to 75 in Dyersburg. 76 in Covington and Somerville tomorrow. 74 in Selmer. So we're going to keep stair-stepping up here for the next several days. 74 tomorrow, 50s tomorrow night, and then up to 80 on Friday with plenty of sun. And then rolling into the weekend, just like Kit talked about, 83 on Saturday. That could tie or break a record high. And then it looks like we are likely going to break a record high on Sunday as temperatures keep climbing up. So we are looking pretty warm this weekend, but we do have that next front to talk about. Again, though, it's just not something I'm really that worked up about at this point. Here it comes from the north on Sunday. Could be just enough moisture with this Sunday night to provide maybe a sprinkle or two, a few quick showers like some of us saw earlier. But, I mean, this would be in the overnight hours anyway. So the odds of any impactful rainfall, anything that would really make a difference, very slim. But as that front passes through Sunday night, maybe a quick sprinkle. And then we are dry into next week with some slightly cooler weather that's going to roll in. It's more so going to get us back to our normal high temperature for this time of year. I do want to remind you, I know it's pretty quiet now, but as the rain starts to come in and as those spring showers start to develop, you can always stay connected on the ABC 24 Plus app. So if you take your phone, open your camera and point it at that QR code, that's going to take you to instructions to download our streaming app. So you can get that on your smart TV. If you have a Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Samsung, we provide a lot of weather coverage on there, more than you ever see on TV. Anytime there's thunderstorms, typically we're on there live streaming. Even if we don't have tornadoes, we'll be on there with updates. You can also get this on your phone by using that same QR code. It's totally free. You don't need cable or satellite. You don't have to pay anything for any of this. You get all that information. You can also watch our live radar stream 24/7 without interruption. Just some light music hanging out in the background. You can watch that radar as it zooms around the Mid-South. So again, stay connected with us on the ABC 24 Plus app for your TV. Otherwise, a pretty easy forecast for us compared to the last couple of weeks. We're kind of kicking our feet back here for right now. Sunshine and 74 tomorrow. We'll stay sunny and warmer on Friday, high of 80, and then possibly record highs for the weekend. 83 Saturday, 85 on Sunday. Record for both of those days is 82. And just to put it in perspective, again, our average high temperature for this time of year is 65. So we're 20 degrees above normal for the weekend. Sunshine and completely dry. We get that little cold front that comes in Sunday night, maybe a sprinkle, but overall rain chance is very low. I put it at 10%, so nothing really to write home about. Temperatures do get back a little closer to average next week. Mid-60s with partly cloudy skies Monday and Tuesday, and then back to the 70s with sunshine on Wednesday. So pretty rare to see a 7-day forecast like this in the middle of March going into spring, that we don't have many rain chances. But again, that does come with some much warmer weather as we look ahead to the weekend. Now, it's not all about us here on ABC 24 Weather Impact now. As the weather is getting a little more quiet, we would love to hear your questions, your comments, what's going to go on in your neighborhood, all of the above. You can always connect with us by shooting us a text. That number is 901-321-7520. That's not a call number. You can't call us, but you can text us weather questions, weather photos, weather videos, all of the above, right there at 901-321-7520. Looking live back in downtown Memphis, sunset started to take shape on this Wednesday evening. We're back with more ABC 24 Weather Impact now after this.